For years, we've been told that walking alone is enough, but that's a lie. What most people don't know is that this muscle can be reawakened. No gym, no expensive equipment, no high-intensity workouts. Just 3 simple, intentional movements that can transform your legs, your energy, and your independence. Wake your second heart. For many older adults, the concept of healthy legs and stable movement often begins and ends with walking. We've been told for years that a daily walk is the ultimate exercise, the golden ticket to keeping our bodies moving, our hearts healthy, and our energy levels up. And while walking is undoubtedly beneficial, it doesn't tell the whole story. Beneath the surface of the lower leg lies a muscle that plays a far more critical role than most people realize, and it's one that is often neglected, the soleus. Scientists and cardiologists are now calling it the body's second heart, and understanding why it deserves attention could transform the way you feel and move every day. The soleus is a deep, slow twitch muscle located in the lower calf, running along the back of the shin and ankle. Unlike the large, superficial calf muscles that are responsible for explosive movement, jumping and sprinting, the soleus is built for endurance. Its job is subtle but heroic. Every time it contracts, it helps pump blood from your lower legs back up to your heart, working against gravity. This action supports circulation, reduces swelling in the ankles and feet, and maintains energy throughout the day. In essence, the soleus doesn't just help your legs move, it helps your entire cardiovascular system function more efficiently. As we age, the soleus, like many other muscles, tends to weaken or become dormant. After 60, reduced activity, long periods of sitting, and general age-related muscular decline can leave this critical muscle underactive. The consequences are subtle at first but cumulative. Legs feel heavier by the afternoon, ankles swell, balance feels less certain, and even standing up from a chair can require more effort than it used to. Many people attribute these changes simply to getting older. But the reality is that the soleus has been neglected. Walking alone doesn't activate this muscle enough to maintain its full function. Light taps from strolling around the house or a casual walk in the park simply aren't sufficient to engage the soleus in the deep, sustained way it needs to stay strong and efficient. The good news is that this isn't a permanent decline. The soleus can be reawakened, and doing so can create profound improvements in how your legs feel, how energized your body is, and how confident you feel in movement. The simplest way to start is through controlled, intentional movements that target the muscle specifically. A seated heel raise, for instance, is a deceptively small exercise that has an outsized impact. By lifting your heels while keeping your toes on the floor and pausing to feel the contraction in the back of the lower leg, you send a strong signal to your nervous system that this muscle matters. Over time, this consistent engagement reactivates the soleus, restoring its ability to pump blood effectively and support your legs with every step. The effects of activating the soleus extend far beyond circulation. When this muscle is engaged, balance improves because the lower leg becomes a more reliable foundation for the rest of the body. Fatigue in the legs diminishes because blood flow is enhanced, delivering oxygen and nutrients to working tissues. Even subtle improvements in the soleus's performance can make daily activities, like climbing stairs, reaching for objects, or walking on uneven surfaces, feel easier and more secure. Essentially, reawakening the soleus reconnects the brain and body in a way that reinforces movement efficiency, stability, and endurance. Incorporating soleus activation into a daily routine doesn't require a gym, special equipment, or hours of exercise. 2 to 3 minutes of seated heel raises, performed with focus and control, can begin to stimulate the muscle and create noticeable changes in leg strength and circulation. For those who can safely progress, standing variations further strengthen the muscle and integrate its function into weight-bearing movement. The key is consistency and mindfulness, treating the exercise not as a chore, but as an intentional act to reconnect with a vital, often overlooked part of your body. In summary, the soleus muscle is more than just a component of the calf. It's a critical engine for circulation, energy, and stability. Walking alone cannot fully awaken this second heart, but with simple, targeted exercises, it can be reactivated. Doing so reduces leg fatigue, supports balance, improves circulation, and restores confidence in everyday movement. Understanding the importance of the soleus and committing to waking it up is a transformative step for older adults seeking to maintain vitality, independence, and overall health. By giving this hidden muscle the attention it deserves, you're not just exercising, you're reclaiming strength, energy, and a renewed connection to your body from the ground up. Build balance step by step. Building balance is a fundamental part of maintaining independence and confidence as we age, yet it's often overlooked in traditional exercise routines. Many people assume that walking or light movement is enough to preserve stability, but the truth is that balance relies on a complex interplay between muscles, joints, and the nervous system. After 60, small declines in proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space, can make everyday activities like stepping off a curb, reaching for a high shelf, or simply standing from a chair feel precarious. Rebuilding balance requires intentional, progressive exercises that target not only the visible muscles of the legs, but also the deep, stabilizing muscles that support posture and control. The process begins by moving from seated exercises, like heel raises, to standing movements that introduce weight, bearing, and real-world challenges. In a seated position, the soleus muscle is engaged in isolation, allowing it to reactivate without the added complexity of supporting the entire body. Once this foundational activation is established, standing calf raises take that strength into a more dynamic context, training the body to manage its own weight. By slowly lifting the heels and lowering them with control while holding onto a stable surface, you strengthen the calves, improve ankle flexibility, and enhance proprioception simultaneously. Each repetition teaches the body how to sense its position, anticipate shifts, and respond with precision, which is crucial for preventing falls and maintaining stability during daily activities. Balance is not just about muscles, it's also about how the nervous system communicates with the body. When performing standing exercises, the brain receives continuous feedback from the muscles and joints, refining coordination with each movement. This repeated, deliberate practice strengthens neural pathways, effectively retraining the body to move more efficiently and confidently. Unlike walking, which only lightly engages these stabilizing systems, controlled standing exercises challenge both the muscles and the nervous system, creating a resilient foundation for movement. Over time, even simple gestures like turning, bending, or lifting objects become more secure because the body has learned to maintain alignment and control through subtle adjustments. Progression is key. After mastering bilateral standing exercises, the next step is introducing single leg variations or slightly bent knee raises, which increase the demand on deep stabilizing muscles like the soleus and other postural muscles. These exercises mimic real-life scenarios where weight shifts and balance adjustments are necessary, teaching the body to remain steady in unpredictable situations. This gradual increase in complexity ensures that the muscles are strengthened in a functional way, rather than just building bulk that doesn't translate to practical stability. Improving balance also has psychological benefits. Regaining confidence in your ability to stand, walk, and move without hesitation reduces fear of falling, which is a common barrier to activity in older adults. Confidence reinforces consistency, encouraging more movement, which in turn further strengthens the muscles and neural pathways involved in balance. The combination of physical and mental adaptation creates a positive feedback loop. Stronger balance leads to greater independence, more activity, and improved overall health. In essence, building balance is a deliberate, progressive journey that begins with foundational seated exercises and advances through standing and single leg movements. By focusing on controlled, intentional practice, older adults can retrain their muscles and nervous system, enhance proprioception, and regain confidence in everyday movement. This approach transforms balance from a fragile, reactive skill into a reliable, proactive foundation for living fully, independently, and energetically. Strength smarter, not bigger. When it comes to maintaining strength as we age, many people focus on building bigger muscles or lifting heavier weights, believing that bulk equals power. While muscle size can be important for certain activities, the truth is that strength is about far more than appearance. For older adults, the goal is smarter strength, movements that enhance control, endurance, and functional capability without overloading the body. This kind of strength is what allows you to rise from a chair confidently, walk without hesitation, climb stairs safely, and navigate the world with stability and independence. It's the difference between raw power and practical, life-supporting resilience. Smarter strength focuses on slow, intentional movements that engage the right muscles at the right time. Take, for example, the bent knee calf raise. At first glance, it may seem like a minor variation of a standard calf raise, but its impact is profound. By slightly bending the knee, the exercise shifts the workload from the superficial gastrocnemius muscle, which is designed for explosive movements, to the deeper soleus muscle, which is built for endurance and stability. This deep muscle is packed with slow twitch fibers, making it perfectly suited to support posture, manage ankle and knee alignment, and maintain balance during everyday activities. Activating it teaches the body to rely on control and precision rather than momentum or brute force, building a kind of strength that truly matters for daily life. Incorporating smarter strength into your routine also means emphasizing quality over quantity. Each repetition should be performed with intention, paying attention to how your muscles engage, how your joints align, and how your body feels throughout the movement. Slow lifts, deliberate pauses, and controlled descents not only stimulate muscle fibers more effectively, but also communicate important feedback to the nervous system. This feedback trains the brain to recognize proper muscle engagement and alignment, creating a coordinated, efficient movement pattern that reduces the risk of falls and injury. In other words, you're teaching your body to move intelligently, not just to move with force. Smarter strength exercises often mimic real-life demands rather than gym-specific movements. Standing heel raises, single leg balances, or controlled squats reflect the way your body actually moves in day-to-day life. By training these movements, you strengthen the muscles that are truly responsible for stability and mobility. The result is improved functional strength, meaning you can perform everyday tasks with ease and confidence. This is particularly important as we age because practical strength, being able to get up, carry groceries, climb stairs, or step off a curb safely, is far more valuable than the ability to lift heavy weights at the gym. Additionally, smarter strength is sustainable. Older adults often struggle with traditional strength training because joints, tendons, and connective tissues are more sensitive to impact and load. By focusing on slow, low-impact exercises that emphasize control, endurance, and alignment, you reduce the risk of injury while still building meaningful, lasting strength. Over time, this approach enhances circulation, supports posture, and develops a resilient foundation from the ground up. Ultimately, smarter strength is about reclaiming control over your body. It's about learning to move efficiently, maintaining stability, and using muscles in a way that supports daily life rather than just appearance. This approach empowers older adults to navigate their environment safely, feel confident in every movement, and maintain independence far longer. By prioritizing function, control, and endurance, you're not just building strength. You're building freedom, vitality, and the practical power to live fully at any age, Fuel your body right. Maintaining health and energy as we age is about more than just exercise. It's also about what we put into our bodies. Nutrition plays a pivotal role in supporting muscle function, circulation, energy levels, and overall vitality. A balanced, thoughtful approach to eating can help older adults stay active, reduce inflammation, and maintain a youthful sense of energy. Small, intentional changes in diet can have a significant impact, especially when combined with regular movement and positive lifestyle habits. One of the most important aspects of nutrition for older adults is variety. Eating a colorful assortment of vegetables and fruits ensures that your body receives essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These nutrients help protect cells from damage, support cardiovascular health, and reduce inflammation, which is crucial for joint mobility and overall energy. Leafy greens, berries, bell peppers, and cruciferous vegetables are particularly beneficial, offering high levels of nutrients with relatively few calories. Pairing these with a variety of proteins, such as lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, and legumes, provides the building blocks for muscle repair and maintenance. Protein is especially important as we age because muscle mass naturally declines over time, and maintaining muscle is key for balance, mobility, and functional strength. Whole grains, nuts, and seeds provide steady energy throughout the day and support digestive health. Unlike refined carbohydrates, which can cause spikes and crashes in blood sugar, whole grains release energy slowly, keeping muscles fueled and the brain alert. Healthy fats, such as those found in olive oil, avocados, and fatty fish, are also essential. They support heart health, reduce inflammation, and contribute to the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. These dietary components work together to ensure that your body has the energy and nutrients necessary to stay strong, resilient, and active. Hydration is another often overlooked factor in maintaining health. As we age, the body's ability to sense thirst can diminish, making it easy to become dehydrated without realizing it. Water is essential for nearly every physiological process, including circulation, joint lubrication, digestion, and temperature regulation. Even mild dehydration can contribute to fatigue, muscle cramps, and reduced cognitive function. Drinking water consistently throughout the day, and including hydrating foods like fruits and vegetables, supports all aspects of physical and mental performance. Beyond the types of foods consumed, the way we eat also matters. Mindful eating, paying attention to portion sizes, chewing thoroughly, and savoring each bite, can improve digestion and help regulate weight. Smaller, balanced meals spaced throughout the day help maintain consistent energy levels and prevent overeating, which is particularly important for metabolic health and cardiovascular support. Finally, nutrition and mindset are deeply connected. Eating with intention fosters a positive relationship with food and encourages choices that support long-term well-being. Combining proper nutrition with movement and a healthy lifestyle creates a synergistic effect. Muscles are fueled, energy is sustained, balance improves, and overall vitality is enhanced. These small, consistent dietary habits may seem simple, but they lay the foundation for health, independence, and youthful energy at any age. Mindset powers movement. Maintaining health, energy, and vitality as we age is about far more than just exercise. What we put into our bodies plays an equally crucial role. Nutrition acts as the fuel for every movement, every thought, and every bodily process, influencing muscle function, circulation, energy levels, and overall well-being. For older adults, mindful eating isn't just about staying at a healthy weight, it's about giving the body the nutrients it needs to maintain strength, balance, and resilience. Small, intentional changes in diet can have a transformative impact, particularly when paired with regular movement and a positive lifestyle. One of the foundational principles of nutrition for aging adults is variety. Eating a colorful range of fruits and vegetables ensures that your body receives essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These nutrients play a key role in protecting cells from oxidative stress supporting heart and vascular health, and reducing inflammation, which in turn promotes joint mobility and reduces stiffness. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, vibrant berries, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, and bright peppers are especially beneficial. Each color in your diet represents different nutrients, and combining them creates a rich spectrum of support for your body's systems. Alongside these plant-based foods, lean proteins such as fish, chicken, eggs, legumes, and tofu provide the amino acids necessary for repairing and maintaining muscle tissue. Protein is particularly critical as we age because muscle mass naturally declines over time, and sufficient protein intake can slow this process, keeping the legs, core, and postural muscles strong, which directly supports balance and mobility. Complex carbohydrates and whole grains are another key element of a balanced diet. Foods like oats, quinoa, brown rice, and whole grain bread release energy slowly, helping to maintain stable blood sugar levels and provide sustained fuel for physical activity. Unlike refined carbohydrates, which can lead to spikes and crashes in energy, complex carbohydrates ensure that muscles, the brain, and other organs are consistently energized throughout the day. Pairing these carbohydrates with fiber, rich foods like vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes also supports digestion and gut health, which is closely tied to overall immune function and vitality. Healthy fats are equally essential. Sources such as olive oil, avocados, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish provide omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, which are vital for heart health, cognitive function, reducing inflammation, and supporting joint comfort. These fats also aid in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, which are crucial for maintaining bone strength, vision, and immune resilience. Hydration is another often overlooked pillar of health. As people age, the body's sense of thirst can diminish, making dehydration more likely even when the feeling of thirst isn't present. Water is essential for circulation, joint lubrication, digestion, temperature regulation, and cellular function. Even mild dehydration can lead to fatigue, muscle cramps, dizziness, and reduced mental clarity. Drinking water consistently throughout the day, along with consuming water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables, helps maintain optimal function and prevents subtle energy losses that can accumulate and impact daily life. Beyond the nutrients themselves, how we eat matters. Mindful eating, paying attention to portion sizes, chewing thoroughly, and savoring each bite supports digestion and helps regulate caloric intake. Smaller, balanced meals spaced throughout the day can help maintain consistent energy levels, prevent overeating, and support metabolic health. Meals that combine protein, fiber, and healthy fats create a balance that stabilizes blood sugar and fuels muscles and the brain effectively. Finally, nutrition and mindset are deeply interconnected. Approaching food with intention fosters a healthy relationship with eating, encouraging choices that support long-term wellness rather than quick fixes or reactive habits. Combined with consistent movement and positive lifestyle choices such as adequate sleep, light daily activity, and stress management, nutrition becomes part of a holistic system that empowers older adults to maintain energy, vitality, and independence. Every meal is an opportunity to fuel strength, balance, and resilience, and when approached thoughtfully, it can significantly enhance how you feel, move, and thrive. By focusing on nutrient-dense foods, staying hydrated, and adopting mindful eating habits, older adults can create a solid foundation for long-term health. Proper nutrition doesn't just support physical strength, it nurtures energy, mental clarity, and overall quality of life. The choices made at each meal accumulate into a powerful lifestyle that helps maintain youthful vigor, supports balance and stability, and ensures that the body has what it needs to stay strong, energetic, and capable at every stage of life.